Welcome to another episode of Dante's Prison Stories. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, or I'ma push that blade.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Now, every Friday in Oakland County, they will allow you to order outside food. One week it can be KFC, the next week it can be Papa John's, the next week it can be McDonald's. Not in that exact order, but it was something like that. But anyway, you have to put this order in Thursday so they'll have it ready for you Friday afternoon. Because this is a big old jail and they got a lot of orders. So anyway, everybody making deals. Dudes striking deals here and there, right? Now, this white dude named Brian that I knew from Pontiac, Michigan. Funny story, how I met Brian. So, I stayed on Telegraph Road. Now, I'm going to leave out people's names because it's not right for me to bring up their names in this story, okay? But I used to stay on Telegraph Road. And I stayed at these apartments called Bloomfield on the River in Pontiac, Michigan, right? So I used to work at this group home. Well, it wasn't a group home. It was a facility called Sunrise Assisted Living. You would work where you basically was taking care like the elderly that got dementia or Alzheimer's. I really actually liked it working at that job. If they paid enough, I'd probably be there now because I like working with elderly people. But anyway, on my first day there was this white chick that, I noticed she was peeping me. She was checking me out or whatever. Now, back in them days, I wasn't attracted to white women for some reason. I don't know what the reason was. Maybe it was because the interactions that I had with white chicks back in Georgia that didn't turn out so well. There was incidents where I was tied up. Yeah, crazy. But anyway, so I noticed she was checking me out or whatever. So I really wasn't tripping on. I wasn't stunting really. So the days would go on, and one day we in the broom closet, right? And now this broom closet ain't that big. Only one person can really get up in here. So I'm in there getting some cleaning supplies because I'm about to go clean this bathroom, this resident bathroom or whatever. So I'm in there. She opened the door and she like get in front of me. Now, keep in mind, this chick is short. She like, at that time, I was maybe 6 foot, maybe 6'1". And this chick was, I want to say maybe 5'4", 5'5"-ish. And she only weighed maybe a good 120, 125, right? So she a little thing compared to me. So when she opened the door, she comes in, right? And she's like right here up on me, like she's doing on purpose. Like, she had a little cute bubble butt or whatever, but she put it up on me. And I said, oh, hold on, man, right? She was like, oh, you don't like this? I know you be looking at me. I'm like, girl, chill, right? Because on the real, I just got out the joint. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I hope this chick ain't trying to set me up. I'm real suspicious, but nah, she ain't trying to set me up. So, the sword of justice went boom, right? And she was like, that's all you? I said, hell yeah, what else you think it is? So she was like, oh, okay. So she bent over again and she grabbed some Clorox bleach and she walked out, right? So I'm sitting in the broom closet, was standing in the broom closet like, did she just do what yeah, she did. Now, I'm trying to wait till the sword of justice, go down because the sword of justice is excited right now. So I'm like, man, hold on, man. Okay, calm down, right? And this is for the fellas, right? Have y'all ever been like with your lady and she filling you up or whatever, and y'all in public, and now you gotta walk around with your hand in front of your sword of justice. You ever have to do that? Or maybe you just out and about and you see something that you like, and then your sword of justice come up, and now you gotta kind of walk around like that. True story. Look, man, the other day I was at Walmart, right? And me and my wife was shopping. She came up to me and she gave me a hug, right? Like a real tight hug. And she like, you know, touched the sword of justice. And it went boom, bam. I said, babe, stop. What is you doing? And she got the whispering sweet nothings in my ear. And I'm like, man. I said, babe, stop, man. And then she walked off, and I said, babe, that's wrong. So I'm walking like this, y'all. I'm like scooting, walking like this, like something happened to me, right? She was like, what's wrong with you? I said, man, the Pikachu is peeking, right? Now, let me get back to the story. My fault, y'all. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all know how we do it over here. But anyway, so, nevertheless, the chick, she keep flirting with me. She keep flirting with me, right? Now, at this time, I was single. And I gotta stop reminiscing. So one day, she like, hey, do you go to Tonic? I was like, yeah, I go every once in a while. Why? She was like, I want you to meet me there tomorrow. Now, this is a Friday. Tonic be jumping, right? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we gonna fast forward to Tonic. I go up in there and I'm texting her. I'm like, what floor you on? Because Tonic got 3 floors. It got the first floor, the second floor, and the third floor, right? So she like, I'm on the second floor. So I go up there on the second floor and I'm looking, I'm trying to find where she at. Now keep in mind, y'all, I just see her in her work clothes or whatever. So I'm peeping and seeing, I see her. She over there with like 10 girls, right? So I go over there, right? Looking like Rico Suave. So I get over there and I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, I didn't know it was like that. Man. Because when I usually seen her, she was like in this like baggy work outfit type of thing, right? But now I really see it. I'm like, damn, right? So I'm like, what's up? So she give me a hug. And her friend was like, oh, he is cute. He is handsome. All white girls, right? So they all giving me hugs. So I'm like, okay, bet. You know, I'm feeling good, right? So we just talking. She like, you want something to drink? I'm like, no, I'm good. She was like, you sure you don't want nothing to drink? I said, yeah, I'm good. She was like, all right, well, shoot, we about to turn up. So they go to the bar and I'm behind her, right? I'm looking at her. I'm like, damn, right? She tell me after like 20 minutes of partying, she was like, you ready to go? I said, did you drive? She was like, no, I rode with my girls, but I'm going with you. So I said, all right, bet. So we leave, y'all. We get in my car. Now, at this time, I was talking to this chick. I'm not even going to say her name. I was talking to this chick, but we wasn't together. We was like homies, but screwing. You know what I mean? We homies, but, you know, and I just remembered she at my house. Well, not my house. She at my apartment. So I'm thinking like, damn, I could bring her there. You know, I got to think about all type of weird stuff. I'm thinking like, well, I wonder would she be down for a threesome? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I don't know if she gonna go for it because she never showed me no signs that she was like gay or nothing. Or, I mean, not gay, but like she go both ways or whatever. So I'm like, no, she might not go for it. This chick might not go for it either. But I'm like, all right. So I'm like, well, I'll just take it to the hotel. Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Dante's pockets was kind of empty. You know what I'm talking? I think I only maybe had about $70 or $80, right? So I'm like, damn, I can't take it to no room because then I'll be broke for the rest of the week. So I'm like, F it. Now, at my apartment complex, there's like this, a pond, a big old pond. I can't call it a river or a lake and that. It's like a big old pond or whatever. And there's a deck, like a wooden deck that goes out into the pond or whatever. So it wasn't cold. It was like 72 degrees outside. It's like, what, 1 o'clock in the morning. So we pulled up, right? So she was like, so where we going? I was like, look, man, I got somebody in the house, man. I kept it real with her. I kept a G with her. I said, I got somebody in the house, man. We can't go in the house. She was like, was it your girlfriend or something? I was like, no, we cool though, but nah, it ain't my girlfriend. So she was like, so what's up? I was like, what's up? Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Due to YouTube regulations and, you know, policies and laws, I can't go into great detail what I did, but I will tell y'all this. I tore her ass up in that car. I did. I couldn't do everything because, y'all, I'm 6'1". I couldn't do everything that I wanted to do, but when I say I busted spread eagle style, it was eagle style for real. So much where I had to get out the car. We had to get out the car. We went on a deck. Now, remember, y'all, I'm 6'1", right? I just got out the joint, so I'm about 240 stacked, right? So we get up on the deck, right? I pick her up. She wrapped her arms around me. You know, I'm holding her, you know. But anyway, y'all remember off of Baby Boy when Melvin and Jody Mama was doing the frog? That's what was basically going on right there on the deck. So anyway, this will go on. Me and her will start doing this, not outside, but at my crib, maybe for the next week, right? So one day, we had a day off work, and she's laying in my bed texting, right? And I just get out the shower. We just got done, you know, being grown. So I just get out the shower, right? And I'm sitting. Now, where my apartment is at, it's on ground level. And there's like this big sliding window right there at my bedroom, right there. So you can look out the window. And it was like, the curtains wasn't always, it was about this enough space in the curtains where somebody could look in there and see what's going on, right? So she's laying on the bed. I'm sitting right here on the front of the bed, right, in my towel. And next thing you know, I hear out the window. Now at this time, my brother stayed out, my mama stayed out there, my 3 brothers stayed out there, and a couple other cats that I knew stayed out there. So I'm thinking it might be, you know what I'm saying, one of them. So she hurry up and cover up because she's like laying there kind of naked with her. So she hurry and put the cover on. So I get up and I go to the window. It's a white dude. So, and this dude is red than the motherfucker, right? So when I open the curtain, he look and she looked. She's like, "Who is that?" He like, I said, "Can I help you?" And he was like, "Is here?" He said her name. Look, I just said it, Brooke. All right, shout out to Brooke. He like, "Is Brooke here?" And I'm like, when I looked, he kind of put his head in there and I mushed him, right? I like mushed his forehead like this, like, "Man, bag up," right? So he said, yep. No, he said, yup. I already knew it. I knew it. And he walked off. So, and this is Brian. This is Brian, who this whole story is about. I'm just giving y'all the backstory. So I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? She was like, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I'm like, who the fuck is that? She's like, "This is my boyfriend. This is my boyfriend, Brian." I said, "What?" She was like, "Yeah, this is my boyfriend, Brian." Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. I didn't give a damn. I didn't care if she had a boyfriend or not. I mean, she didn't tell me. And back then, I wasn't the type of guy that would go after a chick that had a boyfriend anyway. And to be real with y'all, she the one chose me, right? Now, normally, if she would have told me she had a boyfriend, I probably still would have did it. because this is how I was back in the day. I didn't respect it unless you was married. Now, if you was married, nah, I can't do it. I'm good. I'm straight. That's out, right? That was my philosophy. Even if you was engaged and you wanted to get out, it is what it is. Because until you say your I do's and y'all become one under God, it's all bets is off, right? So I said, your boyfriend? She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So she getting up, putting her clothes on and everything. She's like, I am so sorry. I said, man, what's up with this dude, right? Because y'all know I had the K right there on the side of the bed, so it wouldn't been nothing. You know what I'm talking about? She was like, oh no, he ain't on nothing like that. He's really a good dude. I said, how the fuck did he know? So now he's knocking on my front door. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, Brooke, come outside. Brooke, come outside. I'm like, I put my clothes on, put my drawers on. Not my drawers, my box. I'm putting the boxers on, right? Put my pants on, got my beater on. I'm walking out there. I'm like, hey, I snatched the door open. I'm like, I grab him like right here. I grab him. I'm like, hey man, what the fuck is you doing, man? What the fuck you doing at my crib? What the fuck you doing at my crib? Right? He like, man, Brooke, come outside. So remember, y'all, I'm towering over this dude, right? I got him right here, like, you know how a bully will grab a nerd right here? I grab him like this. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is you doing in my crib, man? So I'm holding him like this, striking him like this, right? He like, Brooke, come outside, Brooke. So she come outside. She say, let him go. Dante, let him go. Let him go. So she like grabbing my arm like this. You know, I'm a big dude, man. Y'all know I'm cocked. So yeah, I know I need to get back in the gym and work out. I done got fat over time, but y'all know I'm gonna get back in that gym just in case one of you haters see me out in public and y'all want to do something to me. I'm gonna put boom, boom, bam, bam, boom, right? So, you know, everybody else coming outside, my people's coming down the street, everybody like, hey, what's going on? Hey, that's Dante. You know, people coming down there, and it's like a whole circus going on out there. Anybody that lived out there at Bloomfield on the river in Pontiac, Michigan, if y'all know me in real life and lived out there with me at that time, y'all already know what time. It was so much drama out there, and not because of me. I had a little drama here and there, and this was just one of many that was going on out there. But anyway, shout out to Pontiac, Michigan, right? So anyway, I let him go. Right? So she grabbed him. She grabbed him like, come on, baby, let's go. Right? He was like, this is so fucked up. Right? The next couple days, Brooke wouldn't come to work. She didn't come to work. I don't know, was she embarrassed or I don't know what it was. But she didn't come to work. And then when she did come to work, she didn't really say nothing to me. She kind of avoided me. Till like the third day, I kind of cornered her. I said, what's up, Brooke? She was like, oh my God, I was just so embarrassed. I was like, it's all good, man. We good. So I gave her a little hug, whatever. She was like, yeah, well, we can't do that anymore. Okay, y'all. So that is the backstory of Brian, how I met Brian. So now let's fast forward, right? We're going to fast forward to the county jail. So now, like I told y'all, every Friday, you can order outside food, okay? So Thursday, you got to get your slip in. So Mr. Brooks, like I told y'all, he was a construction worker. I didn't tell y'all that. Well, Mr. Brooks was a construction worker. He just couldn't leave that bottle alone. He kept drinking that bottle, right? So he would find himself coming back on the charge. Now, you remember I told y'all Mr. Brooks been locked down for what, about 30 years or whatever? But if you stab somebody or you do something real crazy in prison, you can go back to court. You can get charged in the real world for that. It's a street charge, right? So they'll take you out of prison and take you to the county, and you got to sit there until you get, you know what I'm saying, till your case come up and all this and that, right? So this is where I met Mr. Brooks the first time before I actually got sent off to prison. Okay, so he up in there, and Brian come in, right? Now, Brian come in on the Thursday. I'm pretty sure because Brian from Pontiac, he already know how this goes or whatever. Like Friday, you get the meal. So as soon as he come in, I'm looking. I'm like, man, that dude look familiar, whatever, right? So I see him talking or whatever to other cats or whatever because he a Pontiac dude. So he go over there to Mr. Brooks or whatever, and they talking. So he look over there at me, Mr. Brooks look at me, and then he like, come on. Like he put his arm around Brian, and they go to the cell, right? So when they go to the cell, I'm thinking to myself, like, why would he? Now at this time, y'all, I did not know Mr. Brooks was, you two don't like me saying the G-A-Y word, but I didn't know he was like that at this time, right? So he take him to the cell, and they talking or whatever. So he comes out. So he just standing around looking around. I'm talking about Brian. He come out, he just staring and he looking around. So he zoomed in on me and he walked up, he said, hey, aren't you Dante? I said, yeah. He was like, hey man, we all good. Now keep in mind, y'all, just like 3 years later, I ain't seen this guy, I ain't spoke to this guy, I ain't got no issue with this dude, Brian, right? So he like, hey man, we're good, man. We're good, man. It's like to see you. It's good to see you, man. You're healthy. You look good. You look strong. It's all good, man. And I'm trying to figure out, like, where I know this dude from. I said, do I know you? He like, man, I'm Brian. I'm like, okay. He was like, Brooks. Brooke is my girl. I said, oh, okay. I said, all right, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, everything good. He like, yeah, man, she was going through a rough patch at that time, and I understood why she did what she did. I said, hey, listen, man, if you good, I'm good, bruh. He like, okay, bet. He said, hey, let me ask you a question. Did you guys use a rubber? I said, huh? He was like, did you guys use rubber when y'all, when y'all was doing it? I said, now that you think of, I don't know, man. I don't know. He was like, well, she was pregnant, right? I was like, pregnant? He was like, yeah, she was pregnant, but she moved to West Virginia. And I was like, oh, okay. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. I done told my wife this before, too. I said, as long as no kid pop up that is under the age of 12, we good. Okay, we good. So I'm like, for real? He was like, yeah. She moved to Virginia, and I ain't heard from her since. But she was pregnant though. I said, oh, okay. Now I'm saying that to say this, y'all. I'm not saying that kid is mine, because I know what y'all think. Y'all like, oh, come on, Doctor, you got another kid out there? No. It could be his, and it could be somebody else. I mean, as fast as she gave me that thing, so it could be somebody else out there too. So don't be trying to put that all on me, y'all. Anyway. So I'm like, oh, okay, I bet. Well, I'll holler at you later. So I went over there under the stairs, and I'm putting up on a push-up on the stairs or whatever, and I'm pulling up, right? I'm pulling up, getting my swole on, right? So the dep coming in like, all right, y'all, where them slips at? Get y'all slips in, or it's gonna be too late. Y'all ain't gonna get nothing tomorrow. Get them slips in, right? So I hurry up, get off the staircase, run upstairs, go in there, go grab my slip, give it to the dep, right? Boom, bam. All right, we just gonna fast forward to the part that y'all been waiting on. So now the trustee come in there with the two deps, and they got all these pizzas from Papa John, right? I ordered me a supreme pizza with some garlic wings, extra done, right? So I got my box, I got my wings, I got my Pepsi, right? So I bounce upstairs, put it upstairs, right? Other cats, they getting their stuff, blah, 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 right? I see Brian looking like a sad puppy. He's sitting over here at the table, and he like literally the only one that ain't got no pizza, no wings, no drink, no nothing, right? So in my mind, I already got it, put it in my brain, like, I'm gonna look out for him. I'm gonna hook him up, right? Because I ain't got no problem with him. Yeah, I, screwed this girl a couple times, but I didn't know it was this girl. I ain't got no problem with that. And plus, he said he forgave me anyway. So, ain't no love lost, right? So, I already got it in my mind that I'm going to give him a couple slice of pizzas, right? Now, I ain't giving him no wings. That's out. So, Brian, like, man, I can't do this. I hear him keep saying I can't do this. Now, I'm under the impression that he said I can't do this being locked up, right? And he only been in this joint for what, 2 days now. And yeah, sometimes, one day in lockup is enough to get somebody scared straight. Now, this tank that we was in, it wasn't bad. It was actually cool. It was all right. It wasn't violent. Everybody was kind of older. I think I was maybe the youngest guy in there, right? But this was like a laid back tank, so I don't even know what he's complaining about. But anyway, so he like, I can't do this. I can't do this, right? I can't do this. F. He hit the table. F. He said the F word, the F-U-C-K word. Boom. F. So he gets up and he go to his cell, right? So I'm like, yeah, dude wilding out, right? I go to my cell. I bust the box open and get the wings. I'm eating them, right? Drinking the Pepsi. Mr. Brooks' cell is 3 cells to my left, right? 3 cells to my left. So I hear him talking, like Mr. Brooks is talking over the tier, right? He like, Brian, man, come on up, man, come eat, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, so I ain't gotta look out for him. So I guess Brian come up the stairs and then he walked past my cell, right? And he goes to Mr. Brooks' cell, right? Now, from my understanding, they are just eating. From my understanding, there's nothing nefarious going on, if you know what I mean. So I'm eating. I'm like, okay, I ain't got shit with them. So now I'm fat. I ate all the food, all the pizza, all the wings, then down the 2-liter Pepsi, right? And I'm on my bed. I'm stretched out. Right? I'm done. I'm through. So I'm laid out on the bed, right? I take a nap. I got the itis. So now you got it where we have to be locked down at 10 p.m. Usually it'll be 9 p.m. But on Friday, Saturday, they'll let us rock out to maybe 10 or 11, even sometimes midnight, right? But this time we gotta be locked down at 10, right? So I get up and I hurry up and go hit the shower because once you lock down, you can't come out. You can't come out at all. So back then I used to sweat a lot when I sleep. So when I woke up from this nap, my pillow was all wet. I would just sweat it out. So I had to go jump in the shower. But only had like 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes, right? Before 10 o'clock. So it was like 9:50. So I hurry up and get up, bounce out there, go get in the shower real quick. Wash up real quick. Go back upstairs, right? This is where I'm going to say this incident took place. Because on Fridays, it'd be so relaxed that the guards, when they do the count to make sure that everybody in their cell, they don't do a thorough search. They just walk past with the flashlight, right? All right, y'all. Just where the bullshit come in at. Remember, Mr. Brooks' cell is 3 cells away from me, right? So they doing a count. And with the count, you don't got to stand up. You can just be in your bed or whatever, right? They start upstairs for some reason. It wouldn't be long where you hear, hey, what are y'all doing, man? Get out of him. What are you doing, man? Hey. get on a walkie cart. Hey, I need help. I need help. Cold green, I need help. So I get up, right? And I'm assuming other inmates getting up and they going, they say like, hey man, what's going on? Cold green? What is cold green? Hey, I need help. Get off of him. Get off of him. I'm thinking, oh, somebody fighting, right? Now, like I said, y'all, this is a laid back tank. Nothing really goes on in this tank. I mean, a week ago, a dude got choked out over the phone, but, you know, nothing that serious happened, right? But I'm hearing him, hey, get out of him. First, I thought he was saying, get off of him. Okay, I heard get off, but he was like, get out of him. Get out of him. So I'm like, what? Why do you keep saying, get out of him? So he's like, I need help. Oh, hell no, right? So the dep turned around and threw up like, ugh. So I'm like, now I can see the dep from right here, but I can't see what's going on in that cell. Next thing you know, the doors open, boom, right? You got the white shirt. The white shirt is the sergeant. He coming in, there's like 3 other deps running behind him, right? Now I hear what's going on. Now I can hear it. Mr. Brooks, I don't know what the deal was. I don't know why it happened. I don't know if Brian was like that anyway. I don't know, was it forced? I don't know, was it consensual? But this is what I heard from Mr. Brooks. Oh, hell no. I'm going to get mine. No, I'm going to get mine. I'm going to get mine. Right? No. I'm going to get mine. I don't know exactly what happened in that cell. I know it was sexual in nature. If you need your business, products, or your social media channels promoted, make sure you shoot me a text at this number. My channel get over 5 million views per month, so that's a lot of eyes on your promotion. If you forgot to hit that like button, make sure you smash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Be sure to get your Military Mind Games merch. The link will be pinned in the comment section. And last but not least, make sure y'all help me fight this war on poverty.